Hello everyone, my name is DemiDon of DemiDon Games, and welcome to what she just said, which basically translates to If My Heart Had Wings. I'm not sure if that's the actual translation, but we're just gonna call it If My Heart Had Wings. Anyway, I've seen this game on Hellwolf7's channel a long time ago. Yeah, it had a trailer for it, and I was like, this would be a nice game. It was like around the time when I was still doing the Katawa Shoujo reviews, or rather I was still playing Katawa Shoujo at the time, and I decided to look at this and I was like, this would be a nice game to to check out. I was really into visual novels at the time. Actually, I'm still into visual novels right now. Anyway, in case anyone has yet to notice, they have a limited edition of If My Heart Had Wings, or Kono Ozora ni Tsubasa ni wo Hiragete. For Android. You can download it on Google Play. So, if you have an Android device, I suggest that you go check it out. It's free to go and download. At least I believe it's free. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a limited edition. You should go check it out as soon as you possibly can. This would be a nice thing to start. But anyway, I've been talking out a whole lot longer than I should have, and I'm not even timing this. I should have, but let's see. I guess I started I've been rambling on for like 4 minutes, so let's start. The bicycle road race is known as a really harsh sport. I'm sorry, I read that really slowly. The hill climb in the middle is hell, too. I would imagine. While putting strain on every muscle in your body, you have to continue pedaling without any brakes to climb a steep hill. Man, I wouldn't be able to do it at that time. I always think, I can't do this anymore. I'll make this race my last. Even though I think that every time, in the end, I still take part in the next race. Because people like us, we persevere. I've endured severe training so that I don't put my feet down halfway through the hill climb. Why do I do that? Because once I finish the hill climb, I'm waiting for my reward. Kissed by the beautiful girl! Alright! Nothing compares to the feeling of cutting through the wind as I race down the downhill section of blistering speed. Okay, I guess that would be a nice reward. Yes, very nice reward. I can relate somewhat. At that moment, I feel an incredible rush. Then I realize that I've forgotten about everything. The pain of the hill climb, the strain on every muscle in my body, and the days of hard practice. It's not a matter of whether I win or lose the race. I just enjoy it, and that's why I continue to ride. That's how it should have been. That's how it should have been. Until one day. I don't know. I really don't. I still didn't have much life experience at that time, and it was something beyond my imagination. Suddenly, without warning, something was taken from me. I could also say shut away or lost. However, to directly express the emotion I felt at that time, taken is the word that best fits. Or fits best. Whatever. So, there was one thing that I learned. Life isn't all about having fun. I gained a lesson in life. The thing I lost was everything. I let myself get depressed about this, but I should have thought about it a little bit more. If something could be taken from me so abruptly, then something could be given to me just as suddenly. That's a nice way of looking at things. The wind blew. A gentle but strong wind. It would not be unreasonable to call it an encounter. What this could be the start of. Even now, there's still no way for me to know. The windmill is turning. People are overwhelmed just because of the size of such enormous things. This unnatural silhouette serves a function, but to those who don't know what that is, it would appear to be something very bizarre. Oh, this song is like so harmonic. It sets me at a good mood. With so many lined up like this, it could be said to be even more overwhelming. But why is that? The sight of the white windmills lined up on the green hills somehow seems so picturesque. This is amazing. To think that something like this could be made. At the very least, 5 years ago, there was nothing here, just wide open space. I heard they were going to build a large-scale renewable energy research facility. I suppose this is it? Looks like it, I guess. The cell phone in my pocket vibrated to tell me that I received a text. It's from Anchan. Anchan! To Aoi. Did you arrive here already? Sorry I couldn't come to meet you. My name is written using Chinese character, read as Aoi. It's a difficult character, and is often mistaken for Midori. And incidentally, whether it is Aoi or Midori, it is often mistaken for a girl's name, which causes a few problems. I'll quickly write a reply. I hardly ever use text, so I find the key touch awkward to use. I got here a little too early, so I'm just going for a stroll. The windmills are amazing. Okay, send. The reply came quickly. Really? I just sent it. They're great, aren't they? It's a new famous spot of Kazagaura. If you have any problems, contact me anytime. Anchan. Thank you, Anchan. Thank you very much. Oh, you're so awesome. As I sent the text, I sat down on the grass. This place is on the hillside, so from there I was able to gaze at the lake and the town that stretches across the opposite bank. The rapid redevelopment, of the town of Kazagaura meant that the remnants of the old buildings from the Showa era are intermingled with the modern architecture. The view expresses both the past and the future at the same time. I'm flying! Something white flitted. I didn't know that was a word. Flitted across my field of vision. For a moment, it looked like one of the windmill blades had come flying off, but there was no way that could happen. Oh yeah, that would be catastrophic, wouldn't it? Is it a paper airplane? Looks like a paper airplane to me, from the looks of things. Anyway, I got up and headed down the slope to look for it. The paper airplane, gliding gently, eventually lost its momentum and descended. Gotcha! I ran ahead of it, did a small jump, and caught it in midair. Where did this come flying from? Judging by direction, it had to come from the top of the hill. At the time in a place like this, could there be someone here besides me? I took the paper airplane with me as I climbed up the slope. Just as I was able to see the top, grass came flying up in the frickin' air as the paper airplane flew from out of my hand, apparently. A sudden gust of strong wind blew the paper airplane a minute. Okay. Hey, wait! I chased after the paper airplane and ran up the slope. Do you love my wings as they have hearts on them? Then just finally cut it. The thing looks so frail. My heart has my wings. Nice legs, lady. Sorry. And wheelchair. I'm sorry about that. That was very inappropriate. Moving on. There was someone at the top of the hill. There was a girl sitting in a wheelchair. Looking fleetingly into the distant sky, a sudden breeze blew. A sudden breeze blew her hair and she combed it back with her fingers. Against the background of the blue sky and windmills I had seated across my view, and the girl's black hair and white blouse looked incredible. Nothing else, just the hair and black. Okay, it was as if it was looking into a completed work of art. Well, I literally am. But anyway, she made a sound. The girl noticed me. Senpai noticed me. Senpai noticed me. Oh my god. Well, wait, it would be Kohai at this point, right? I don't know. At first I thought I should make an excuse for why I was there. It was like I had stepped into her world without permission, and I started to feel a little guilty. She's not saying anything. Some guy just suddenly appeared, so perhaps she's being cautious. Sure, a reason why I had come here. I held a paper airplane. Did you throw this? Are you crying? The hell? The moment she saw her facial expression stiffened. She looks like she's welling up. Like tears? Suddenly tears appeared in those delicate eyes. Why are you crying? Huh? What? Yeah, I know, right? Like the tears had welled up in the corner of her eyes, came running straight down. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, it got to me. Is it like me? Is it got to me? Is that the problem? Is it me, or is it just me in general? I don't know. As I watched, great big tears came rolling down her cheeks. Hey! Without thinking, I walked up beside her. What's wrong? Do you hurt somewhere? As she shook her head, she touched a hand that I had unconsciously held out, as if she were clinging to it. Her hand was small and trembling. Cold, squeeze. She suddenly squeezed my hand. It's okay now. I didn't even know what the situation was. However, as I answered, I squeezed her hand back. Excuse me? Peck. Okay. Ow, ouch! Before I knew it, there was something like a chicken at my feet, and that a chicken? I don't think a chicken goes quack quack. I've learned that in elementary school. Preschool even. It started pecking at me. Gaga gua. I guess they make that sound too. It's not a chicken. Oh snap, he's wearing Hazama's hat. It's Hazama. Holy sugar tits. Peck. Ow, that hurts. What is this? What is this thing? Hazama the duck. Hot. That's close. Hot Tama. Hazama. We're gonna call him you Hazama. Forget that.
I'm Hazama from Intelligence. Nice to meet you.
Hazama, as it was called, calmed down at her command. Quack. Is it a duck? With a yellow beak and white feathers, it was a duck that looked like a chicken. That looked nothing like a chicken, but going forward. For some reason, it was wearing a hat. From Hazama figurine, I'm guessing. I'm sorry, it's because... Oh, I'm sorry, I don't gotta read her text because she speaks. Okay, sorry about that. Ah. So this is how surprising it is to be suddenly attacked by an animal. However, thanks to that, it looked like she had stopped crying. Is a towel okay? I don't carry a handkerchief around with me. As I said that, without waiting for her to reply, I took a hand towel out of my bag. Of course, it had been washed, so it was clean. Why are you crying? If it hurts somewhere. Go away! Oh, okay, I'll stop. Okay. As she answered, she pointed to one of the wheels of her wheelchair. As it lost its air and had collapsed. You got a flat tire?
もう1時間もよ。
Really? Man, that sucks. That's a terrible thing to happen. Just a mere flat tire. For her is like having her legs taken away. Yeah, that does suck. Don't you have a cell phone?
部屋に置いてきた。
Well, that's irresponsible. She answered, dismayed.
だから他の方法で助けを呼ぼうと思って。そしたら SOS を受け取って来てくれた人がいたから。
SOS. Oh, this? I opened up the paper airplane that I still had in my hand. I'm in trouble. Someone help me. I'm on Windmill Hill. Ah. I added that part. So when someone arrived carrying the paper airplane, she felt relieved and started to cry. Now she was fine, but until just now she was shaking. That must be how scared she was. Yeah. Hold on a moment. The back of my feet rustled as I rummaged around inside it. When she saw the tools that I had taken out, she seemed confused. Would it be okay for you if to get out for a moment?
どうして？
I'm gonna fix it. You can't go anywhere if you have a flat tire, can you?
そうだけど、手貸してもらってもいいかしら。
Of course. Getting out of a wheelchair is not easy for her. What should I do? From the methods I'd seen on TV, the care workers do it by embracing them from the front. We both looked as though we'd imagined that situation and froze.
やっぱり自分で。
Excuse me for a moment. As I put my arms around her sides and her back, I suddenly lifted her up. Whoa, she's so light. because she was much lighter than I expected, there was a bit too much momentum. I can imagine. It was like she was flying. Hup. Legs. I mean the blouse. Yeah, the blouse is beautiful. Before she could grasp the situation, I put her down on the soft grass. That's the sound of blushing. I'll have it done soon, so hold on a moment. They're made in the same way as bicycle tires. So that means I am a pro, right? I mean, it started on the repairs. She's behind me, so I can't see her expression, but I had a feeling I was being stared at with contempt. As I was quietly working, the duck was waddling around me and pecking at the swill. Is this duck your pet?
違う。ただの同居人。
Isn't that kind of the same? Maybe? Housemates?
散歩しようと思ったら勝手についてきちゃったのよ。ハント、あんまり遠くへ行っちゃダメよ。置いてっちゃうんだから。わあ。
Do ducks recognize their own names? He responds by turning around. Hey, he's pretty smart. Kinda like Hazama.
そうなのよ。だから困るの。いたずらばっかりして。
Like Hazama. Or Teriyumi. Anyway. Yuki Teriyumi. Anyway, as I looked at the duck, I saw her legs laid out on the grass and I filled a vision. Oh, nice and slender, so she can't move them. That's exactly what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking of anything else. That's absolutely, yep, totally. There are a number of reasons why people need to use a wheelchair, but it looked like she had a disability on her legs. When I picked her up just now, her body stiffened up with surprise, but there was no strength at all in her legs. The duck returned from his little excursion. While walking around her, he would occasionally try to jump onto her lap. As she said as she made him get down again. As I watched this exchange from the corner of my eye, I fixed a flat tire.
男の子ってすごいのね。そんな道具いつも持ち歩いてるんだ。
That's not really the case, though. I sometimes carry them with me.
私草の上に座るのなんて久しぶり。柔らかくて気持ちいい。
I'm sorry. She said that she made a little sound as she stretched.
いいところよね、ここ。
Yeah, it is.
部屋の窓から見えるのよ。一度来てみたかったの。
The wind blows through here. 5 years ago, there was no windmills, though.
年前。
I just came back to this town.
そうなんだ。
She directed her gaze at something far
じゃあ
away.
あなたは故郷に帰ってきたんだ。
Yeah. She suddenly looked down and seemed lonely and strangely sad. There was an awkward silence as I continued working. Quack. The duck twisted his neck to look up at the sky.
どうしたの、ハット。
What is it, Hazama? Tell me. She was tempted to look up too. I wonder whether... Oh, look, she says that.
あれ、
Then I come in. What's that?
何か飛んでる。
No, seriously, what is that? I don't see anything. There was something floating in the air. It looks like a cloud to me. It was crossing the lake and gradually getting closer. Okay, maybe they didn't show it yet. I don't know. I'm kind of... Oh, okay. It looks like a plane. Like a jet plane, maybe? I don't know. At first, I thought it was a paper airplane that... Wow, really? That Jay had thrown coming back to us. But it wasn't. Across the lake and eventually reached the air above the small hill where we were. An airplane? It's not paper. It's a real plane. But what is this? Its silhouette is much thinner than any plane I know, and the wings are really big.
グライダーだ。
Yeah,
間違いない。あれ、グライダーよ。
a glider? I repeated the name as if to confirm it and then looked to the sky once more. With its big white wings and wide silhouette, it reminded me somewhat of a seagull.
ほら、見て。旋回してる。綺麗ね。
Yeah, Kira. The glider is continuing to turn leisurely above our heads. It's flying ever so slowly.
当然よ。水力がないんだもの。
That's what she said. Anyway, as it proceeded slowly across the blue sky, it seemed to be floating rather than flying.
あんな風に飛ぶんだ。
Looks like it would feel nice.
降りてきた。
The turning glider looks as if it had given up on rising and came down towards the top of our hill. I mean, it's not like it was coming down to land. It was just reducing its altitude. Why don't we try waving? They might notice us. She earnestly stretched out her hand and waved towards the white aircraft floating in the sky. Oi! Quack, quack. Oi, quack. Hey, oi, quack. Hey, quack. Oi, oi, quack. Oi, quack. And there it goes. I don't know if the pilot noticed us or not. However, the wings reflected a gleaming light, and it really did look as if it was answering us, calling out to it. Then the glider turned its back to us and flew away back to the other side of the lake where it had come from.
ちょっと。
Yeah. She mumbled sadly as she lowered her head. If my heart had wings, extend the little wings which fly in the sky highly. And that just about ends episode 1 of our Let's Play of If My Heart Had Wings. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then.